think 7 players in the under-22 squad, record number out of all the teams in the Commons. It's a great thing for the footy club.
It is a great thing. It means we've got a great young core of players that hopefully stick around for a long time at the footy club, and it's shown this year with Gov signing, Crouchy 4 years, Matty Crouch last year. So it just shows that there's a lot of belief in the group that the club's about to do something great, and hopefully we do this year or the next couple of years.
Who's the pick of the bunch? Yourself, sure.
No, not me, mate. I dare say Matty Crouch would be up there. I'd actually probably pick all of them if I could, but it just shows that they're contributing at AFL level, and it's great for our club that there's so many players that have been selected, so credit to all the other boys.
How important is winning this week and getting the top 2 spots and getting that extra home final?
Yeah, obviously top 2 would be very nice. I think we play pretty well out here in Adelaide Oval and have a lot of fans behind us too, which is a big factor. So also the travel component helps as well. So we go out to win every game, and obviously a tough challenge this week with West Coast, but obviously very important to win to lock up top 4 and hopefully top 2. So we'll just go about that this week and try and get the 4 points.
Those 2 games at home, if you got them in the finals, would be very important. I presume you've had, I think, 115 the last 16 Adelaide Oval. Why is it such a fortress for you?
I think it's just the fact that we're accustomed to the ground. We've played out here a fair bit. We train it here every second week, and the crowd factor is a big thing. It's when we get rolling and the crowd gets behind you, it's a big factor on how we helps us play well. And I think we're just accustomed to the ground, so it's a big factor.
And we already know Sloane this week. Are you confident you can replace him?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously losing Sloane is very disappointing for our club and the playing group, but the positive in that is that there's a lot of players that are playing really well at Sanford level. You got Mitch Grigg, you got Wayne Malera that's playing well, you got Cam Ellis-Yeoman that was unlucky to miss after kicking 3 the other week. So there's a lot of depth through the midfield at the moment, and I'm sure someone will come in and replace that void that Sloane's left.
What did you make of the incident? What did you make of the incident?
I can't really comment on it too much. Pretty much on the lines that it's just disappointing for us. I think each player had their different views on it, and the MIP made the decision on what they felt was fair. So it's obviously disappointing for us.
Do you think that they need to take into account when players are just trying to make their spoiled?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's something that they probably looked at, and as I said, the decision they made is on the findings that they found, and we just have to roll with that.
If the results at the latter stage, sort of as it is now, it looks like it could be another 2v3 Crows v Geelong sort of match up in round 1.
Yeah, so we obviously haven't played too well against Geelong this year, but we've obviously learnt a lot from those games, and we'll have to take that into account if we come up against them in the first final. But at the moment, we're not looking past this week, and we're playing in a couple of days, and it's coming around very quick. So we have to be ready for West Coast because that's who we're up against, and we need to win that game.
Rory, I think the club's been very strong. Port Adelaide too, even the whole footy community, just in terms of not tolerating what we saw late in the game on Saturday night. As a player, a non-Indigenous player, just a person in the game, what did you make of it all, and the subsequent reaction to what happened on Saturday night?
So obviously it's very disappointing. I don't think any AFL player wants to see that happen, especially to someone like Eddie. He's such a respected player and an all-round good bloke off the field as well. He does a lot for the game on and off field, a great entertainer and a great player. So obviously disappointing to see, but in saying that, I think Port Adelaide and the Adelaide Football Club working together did it well in terms of handling the situation and handling it well. Got on top of it quickly, and then last night with us putting out a video as a club of Eddie, what he thought about the situation, I think he covered how he felt and his thoughts on the whole process, and we obviously stand behind Eddie and his family and every Indigenous player at our club and throughout the AFL. So I think it was handled very well.
And what about Eddie? He seemed, just sort of very briefly before, he seems okay. Is he okay? I've got no doubt you're rallying around him, don't you?
Yeah, I think you don't want to talk to him too much about it because he's been getting peppered with it, through the media and through everyone else. But he seems to be okay. I think it's sort of, as I said, through the video, he sort of expressed how he felt and his thoughts on what happened. So in saying that, in his video, he said we've got to look forward to this week as well. I think he's probably more excited to move along with it, and the person that did it has been dealt with, and we're looking forward to playing footy again and playing finals footy.
What do you make of West Coast? Where do you think you can expose them potentially in the ruck now that there's no Natanui?
Well, I think they've got good depth there. I think Lycett's a very good player, and they've been playing some really good footy. They've come off a win off Hawthorn, which is never easy, and they sort of hit their straps the last couple of weeks. So you obviously can't take them lightly, and every game from now you can't take lightly as we go into the finals. So I think we'll look back at what we did early in the year against them when we got the win up there in Perth. So I think we'll go back over that and try and replicate what we did.
Showdown was pretty quick. Expecting this one to be sort of a entree to what's coming up in finals, or do you think it'll just be a normal game?
I think there'll be a bit of extra heat on. There was a bit of extra heat on last week too. It was very finals-like pressure. Credit to Port, they played really well, and there was a lot of physical contests, and it was a finals type game last week, and I dare say it'll probably be the same again this week with a lot to play for.
Rory, you've had a really strong season. What do you sort of put it down to, and how do you find the balance between sort of defending and getting on the rebound?
Yes, obviously I had a few hiccups with me personally in terms of my injuries, but I think it was more building a base off it last year and working out, my strengths and my weaknesses. And this year I sort of just try to play consistent footy again, and it's going okay at the moment. I still think there's areas that I can work on and keep improving on, so I'll keep striving to do that.
Is it nice to hear people around the AFL saying that you're one of the better rebounding defenders in the league?
It's always nice when people, tell you you're doing well, but you got to take it into account of everything that's going on, and it's not really about you at all. I don't really want it to be about me. I want it to be about team success, and definitely way more excited about playing finals and having the opportunity, have a good dip this year.
Back on the MRP real quickly, are players a bit confused at times? Do you think it's because it seems to sort of change week to week, and does it confuse players what you can and can't do?
I think there's certain cases that, players have opinions on different things that happen, and as I said before, I can't really make too many comments on it. I don't really want to get in trouble personally, and it's the MIP's decision on what they made, so I'm not going to say anything against them.
And Rory, I know, sorry I'm going to ask for news, but you're obviously choosing to fight, that's being fine. I've had a couple before and was pretty annoyed, but is there any particular reason why you are choosing to fight?
It's something at the moment that I can't comment on, Rennie. Sorry, mate. So it's in the hands of the court at the moment, so I'm not going to comment on it.
Sorry, just to back that up again without trying to get you in any strife, is it a distraction?
No, I think it's Sloane is obviously disappointed personally, and
Sorry, your thing.
Oh, my thing.
Yeah. Is that speeding thing a distraction for you, or is it you just sweep it?
No, as I said, it's in the hands of the court, and they'll deal with it. So I'm concentrating on footy at the moment.
Can't happy with that.
As I said, I don't think anyone would be happy, mate.
Thanks.
No worries.